What's going on, guys? I just wanted to do this update video on Riot real quick because we did just get a bounce here. I was a little nervous and concerned about this overall thing turning into a head and shoulders pattern, a very big one here. If you can see this left shoulder, this head, and this looked like it could be making a right shoulder here, and it got rejected in the same exact area here that we got rejected in the left last time here. And we have a hard time holding this level as support here. If you can see here, we blasted through it when we got through, came back down. We did back test it, double topped up in this area, which up in this area is around 67.12. But then when we came back down this last time, couldn't hold it as support. We bounced off this 51.28 area. We wicked up here to this 56.20 and we got rejected. This time we ran up. When we got above this resistance here, we blasted up to this 56.20 area, a little bit higher. We got rejected. Now, we just got a nice bounce off of this level here, so I actually put an option call in right at 51.28 here as I was looking on this 45-minute and noticing we were starting to roll. The RSIs were starting to roll, so I did put an option call here. Now, I'm expecting us to continuously get rejected here at this $54 range, and this is an area that's very hard to hold right now, but we just got this bounce here. So if you look at the RSI and we zoom out a little bit on the hourly here, and this is just speculation for now, but it kind of looks like here, this could be a left shoulder, this could be a head, and we could be actually making a right shoulder potentially here, right? So an inverse head and shoulders on the RSI here. And as Bitcoin is doing pretty decently right now and looking like it might actually want to, as of right now, we're going to get some rejection here at this 54.47 if we make it up that high, or when we make it up that high here. That'll be the 200 EMA on the hourly. And then the upper resistance here, which it might be a little bit off here because I did cheat it down a little bit, is 56.06. And I'm not saying we're going to get there in one day, but I am just saying that, what we want to see is we want to get above this 54 level and start flagging out here before we can really get too excited here. We still have the spinning top on the lower side here, which is the bottom on the 2 hour. And we're getting squeezed right now in between this 2 hour EMA of 53.21 and this 20 EMA here at 50.97, which we wicked a little bit below here. So, that's where we're getting into this, and with the 200 EMA in between here at 52.66, 52.78, somewhere like that. So we could be bouncing in between here right now. We really need to figure out, are we going to get a push up here, or are we going to continue down? And the RSI is kind of showing me the opposite, that we're going to be pushing up, as well as this 20 EMA, even though it's rounding a little bit, it looks like it's pushing up, which could help squeeze us up here. So if we do have another run here and we can get over this 56.09 again, or at least hover on this 54 level, we could be pushing up to the next resistance line, which is way up here, but I'm not saying we're going to get up to $59 in one day, of course. I'm just saying over the next week here, we could be getting some movement up in this range here. And I do have this bit larger pattern here that we have been bouncing in between here. So, of course, getting way down here isn't out of the question because this is an area we've been bouncing off quite a bit. It depends on what Bitcoin does here, but that area really is around $45 even. And then we have this support at 48.35. We have this support right now at 51.28. And then we have this resistance above at 53.98. So, all of these resistances and support areas are going to be big. And we want to also be cautious, though, because we don't want to come up here, get rejected, and then dump down. But either way, overall, I have a pattern breakout at least by April 12th, I think, personally. Unless something crazy happens here. But to me, it's looking like it could turn into a very big W unless it decides to double bottom here, make a W. But like I said, for right now, I am seeing a bounce on this RSI, on this hourly, and a nice little bullish setup here. So I feel like we might be able to get a push up above this $54 level. And we'll have to see what happens here, but we are, like I said, we're getting squeezed between a lot of these EMAs here, deciding if we're going to hold this 53.09 as support, or if we're going to, if we're going to come back down here and double bottom on this 51.28 again. But I just wanted to put this quick video out here. I did do an option call for April 23rd with I believe it was a 56.50 break even price there. I don't remember which call it was, but I am trying to play some money again, because last time I made a call somewhere on this double bottom here, and right at this point I made a call and brought it up to here. It was about $400 profit, and I sold it on one of these two candles here up at 55.78, and now we're coming down here. So it's very possible that we could come back down again double bottom off of here like we did on the left here. So, I mean, it's not something to rush right into, right? But we just want to keep that in mind that this could have been a double bottom too, because if you look on the RSI here, we had this nice W, we had a nice W, and now what do we just have? Potentially a nice W here. So this is all to keep in mind here. I do like this big candle here. The volume, I'm still waiting for a little bit more volume. The volume is very low right now, so we do want to see some volume. We have support right now in the hourly at 52.70 and the 53.09, so keep those levels in mind. And like I said, if we do decide to, you know, roll over here, because I can't tell you the future, I can just tell you what I'm seeing right now. If we did decide to roll over here, we could end up making a double bottom right there, which could wick as low as down here at this 51.28 again. So just all of this stuff you got to keep in mind here. But like I said, I'm planning on playing this option, and I'm going to continue holding it because I do have targets up here at the 62.30 level here, and you know, me putting my break even around the 62.50 is me expecting that we're going to come up here and start finding some support potentially, or at least tap this 59, and I'll have to decide when we get there or get here if I decide I want to sell it here. But I feel like we are pushing up here at least to test this $56 range again. So then from there, I'm going to have to decide, am I going to sell it or am I going to hold it for the potential of this bigger breakout here? So keep all of that in mind, guys. And yeah, with that being said, peace.